All right, I will start the recording. So for the sake of the recording, I'll just narrate what I just said. So we are going to discuss and review the PRs, and I'm going to talk about the mistakes which you guys have made, right? So we have how many PRs? I think 13, I think 11 or 12 PRs remaining. I think this one was raised by Sarang, and I don't know, for some reason, Purnima, you have two PRs. I think this is for this is for master, and this is for develop. So you remember I talked about this, that you can only create one PR for a specific source and destination branch. The reason you have two
Yes,
PRs
sir.
is because this PR is, one is going towards master. If you see, one is the base branch
Right.
master, second is for develop. So you need, though we don't need master as a base branch, we need develop as a base branch. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what you have to do is, maybe whatever branch which you don't need, you do click here and you just do a close pull request. Okay,
Okay.
just close pull
I
request. It will
was
be,
searching the delete options over there, so
no,
that's why
it is
maybe.
no.
Mm.
So delete option is not there, just close. So idea is, no pull request is actually being deleted. So if I remove this filter from here, no, you will see all the PRs which we have here. So there are few PRs which will be closed. So these are the PRs. See, these are the PRs. These are my PRs. I created. So when I write some code, I create a separate branch and then I create a PR and then I merge into master. I do not directly check in into the master branch. So these are my branches and
Okay.
these are already merged branches. I have merged
Mm-hmm.
them. Few I have deleted, right? So that's all. Basically, this whole PR thing works. Anyway,
Okay.
so let me just start with Poonam's PR. Let me tell you what good things she did and what are the bad things she did. So bad thing, I don't know because I haven't technically reviewed it, but let's see what she did. Here, if I go, let me collapse all. So there are only 3 files here, right? These are the only 3 files in which she made changes. No other random files, some spaces, nothing is there. So this is a very good practice wherein you only check in something or commit something which is required. You don't commit unnecessary things. For example, you have made some changes in the local POM file, for example, or local. 1 minute, someone is asking for addition to this call. 1 minute, let me admit. Right. Okay. So when I said it's clean, she made changes. She made changes, and those are the only changes which are required for this. Nothing else, right? If I want to put this into contrast with the existing one, let's say Ashlesha, if I go inside your PR, and everyone has made these kind of mistakes. So here, let's say, for example, this. So run temp UI.java. This is not related to your test case, or not related to your test case. Test case 06 has no connection with this run temp.ui. So you need not check in this file. So while committing, you need to make sure that you are not committing something which is unnecessary, right? If you check in something which is unnecessary, it will display here and no one will merge it. That's not a standard process of merging the code. So you need to make sure whatever you're merging or whatever you are committing is actually which is useful, sensible, relevant. Otherwise it will get it deserves a review comment. Okay. So that was first thing. So I will skip Poonam's your PR because, as I said, I did not uh, technical reviewed it. So maybe I am skip this one for now. So let me start with Ashlesha. Let's see what review comments I have given to her. Okay. So if I go here, so these are the door type, energy, star rating. Okay, I think you committed again, I guess, right? Okay, so review comments are gone because she has committed the code again. But I think I have gave some review comments about. Did you remember, Ashlesha, what did I give in this file?
Yes, sir. A name. I have to change the name.
Names, right? So what she did is, I think names which she gave to these variables were, I think, different. um,
No, no, no. Scenario. Actually, description. I have given wrong description.
okay, okay, all right, so it appears okay.
सर
So
एक्चुअली मुझे प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है मतलब मेरा कमिट एंड पुश हो नहीं रहा है Eclipse से मुझे फाइनली वो दूसरा यूज करना पड़ा मुझे
UI
सिर्फ
से करना
कॉपी
पड़ा
पेस्ट करना पड़ रहा है
है।
हाँ
ठीक है, we'll look into it. Let's see. I'll ask Sarang also. Will I think Sarang will look into it, or I will also do it. Okay. So mobile, sometimes this Git performs not very well with mobile networks. So sometimes it so happens that it doesn't behave very good when it has like something called as unstable network. So इसलिए होता है, but you cannot compare in the way that मेरा UI तो चल रहा है, so why it is not working, but sometime it happens. Anyway, we'll sort it out. Okay. All right. So here, let me see. Okay, so you already added. Rest looks good. Okay, while implementing this, you can add these IDs and checking. So you have already did that, right? Okay, indentation. So this indentation is something which everyone is making this mistake. So you need to make right indentation, code as well as feature file. And there's a way to do it. I think, I don't know if you guys know about it. Let me open my Eclipse. I think Eclipse is down for me. Eclipse. You guys can see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I don't know, it's not somehow. Anyway, so for example, I am here. Okay, and let's say this is the file. For example, this is your file. First of all, when you write your code, it's your responsibility to write in a proper indentation manner. It should not be like this. Someone does this, ये यहाँ जा रहा है, ये यहाँ जा रहा है, right? ये यहाँ जा रहा है. ऐसा नहीं करना है. Even if you have somehow did that, what you have to do is select all full file, press Control I. So when you do a Control A, Control I, everything falls in place. Okay. So even let's say this is going somewhere else. So I'm doing Control A, and then I am doing Control I. So now indentation wise, it will be fine. Second mistake which I have highlighted in those PRs is you leave extra lines here. This is also not good. Okay, you should not be doing that. These extra lines should not be here, as simple as that. There's a shortcut to that as well. I don't recall as of now, but there's a shortcut to remove the extra lines as well. Right? Then the difference here from here will be, for example, your
So
code
the
is here.
shortcut is, I guess, Command Shift F for
Command
extra lines.
Command Shift
Command Shift
F.
F. Yes,
Shift L.
I guess. F.
Okay. Command Shift F. Yes. Command Shift F. Yes. So before you check in, you can mess your local files. I don't care. But before you commit, you need to run these two shortcuts. Control Control A and Control I. Okay. And second is, what happened? 1 minute. Right. And second is, okay, someone is trying to add 1 minute, Kirti. Okay. And second would be Control Shift F as Sarang suggested. Okay. Only then you're going to commit. Without that, you shouldn't be committing it. Okay. Next thing is, sometimes you go into a file. Okay. So let's say I'm here and I'm doing something and I'm somehow and press 2 enters, right? Somehow it's got saved. Now you don't remember which file, which file I have made changes into, right? So you see this symbol, greater than symbol. This symbol tells you that you have made changes in this file. Now let's say you're working on this file somehow and you see this symbol here and you realize, okay, I don't know why this is coming, because I don't realize I have made any changes into this. But you're not also very sure, right? So what's happening is, the common trend which I've seen is, wherever you just didn't bother which file to commit, you have committed everything. Wherever you have made changes, you committed everything, because all you did is commit all. That's not how you should be committing. You should be remembering which exact files you have made changes into. For example, if you don't recall any changes to in this file and you are damn sure there's no changes, then you have to right click on this file. Before committing, you have to right click on this file and click on replace with head revision. So whatever file whatever changes which you might have done inadvertently into this file, unintentionally into this file, it will be reverted, so that this doesn't get committed. Because when these things happen, that you actually see these kind of things here, which is something like this. So this file shouldn't get submitted. Now, like next thing would be something, for example, you made some changes here which is you don't want it, and while committing it, when you say team commit, it gets displayed here that you have made some changes in this. And if you remember that you don't have made any changes, you just move it at the top. That means you don't want this file to be committed. That's another way of avoiding these kind of unnecessary changes being committed into your branch, and it will show up into your PRs, right? So that is another way to avoid it. But the best way is, before you even start this commit process, you check which files, under which files you have this symbol, greater than symbol. This tells you that something has been changed. Now, see, there is one more thing I would tell you. For example, you made some changes, right? This is error, so let me not demonstrate it with this error. So let's say you added some files here, but you're not very sure what exact changes you have made. So you can also do one more thing, which I'm not sure how many of you are aware, but that is something which is very important when it comes to checking the changes or comparing the files, what was before and what are the changes which you have added. So let me show you that. You right click, you go to team, you click on show in history. When you do this, you get this kind of log. So this kind of log actually means these are different IDs, means different versions of this file. So if I click on this and double click on this, it shows me a window, right? Now this window is telling me the comparison of two files. This was the file when you first checked out, which is at the right hand side. And this is the file which is local. So it's coming here, local common API method .java. This is common API method .java version BD107BF. Okay. So this is how also you can know whether the changes which you have made are genuine or the changes should be reverted. You don't need those changes. So this way you can compare what was before and what are the changes you have made on top of it. And it's not only comparison about only the latest version. You can compare it with the previous versions also. So if I right click again, go to team, show history, show in history, and I can compare my existing changes with the previous changes as well. So if I click on it, you will see that these are the changes which I have made earlier. Okay, so these kind of comparisons are possible for you to understand what are the things which you actually have changed. If you haven't changed anything, then it will be like identical. Anyway, it will not have any this, it will not have this greater than symbol here anyway. So you automatically know that this doesn't require a change, or this doesn't require a visit to comparison and all. But this is what you should be doing before you commit. So idea behind all this is that you don't commit something which is not necessary. Otherwise, it will be displayed in the PR, and the question will be raised that why you need this change. Any questions on this so far? So this was the most important part I wanted to talk about. No? Okay. Now this is Aslesha's. Okay.
Sir, can you just go scroll a bit up?
In the PR?
Yes, on the
Okay.
same page.
Uh-huh.
Not here, on the GitHub page.
So okay, I'm on the GitHub, right?
Yes, here it is. So the red line indicates that the line was removed. It is not present over there. It's like that.
Right. It's something like this. See, it's saying at line number 13, this was written, but the person Aslesha in this branch has removed this, and this line has been replaced by this line. So it's talking about line number 13 only. Same thing is here. So previously this was written, now this is written. So minus means this line was written, it was removed, and in its place this line is added. So plus means addition, minus means deletions. This is what is being deleted, and only this is what is now present. So this is how
And
PRs yeah.
what if she committed again for the same file? For that, the return with
It will show the difference. It is comparing this file from, let me tell you, it is comparing this file which is runtemp UI from develop versus her branch. So in the develop, it is what it is saying right now here. In the develop branch, this is written. In Aslesha's branch, this is written.
No, actually, I am asking ki this is the window at the return with and all the code feature glue tags. If she committed again and changed the total file and committed, so what will display over here?
That
Then
is what
all
that
goes
is
to
what
green.
no, that is what I'm trying to tell you. It will just do the difference. So of course, everything will come as plus and minus. So all the lines, all lines will be like minus, right? And
Okay.
whatever she added new will be as a plus. So it
Okay, so
checks the,
alternate line will become red and green as
yeah,
she returned or changed some all the file
right, right.
total.
So it depends on how it does it, but it will just tell you that this is removed, this is added. It could be like one after another. It could be like if she's changing everything, maybe then all the line will be as a negative, and then everything will be as a displayed as a positive.
Okay,
Okay, but the
got it.
idea will be same. Idea will be this line is removed, this line is added, and it will compare this for file versus this file present in this branch.
Mhm.
Okay, I think we might have some example of. I think what you're asking is सारा पूरा minus रहता है फिर सारा plus हो जाता है, right?
Yeah, sometime it happens,
Right,
but
that
for
happens when you
like
drastically change a particular area segment. Here only few lines are changed, na? Only one line is changed, so it's just coming at the bottom here. If you completely change it, so everything will be like negative, and then everything will be as positive. That this is
positive.
removed, this is added.
Yeah.
It will just tell you difference as it, as simple as that. All right, okay. Yeah,
सर
yeah.
अगर सेम फाइल में कुछ चेंजेस नहीं किए हैं और वो फाइल मुझे सेम कमिट करना है वापस से सेम ही
Yeah.
मतलब एक कुछ भी सिंगल डॉट भी नहीं
Mhm.
तो कुछ कंपैरिजन के लिए उसमें नहीं है तो दैट्स व्हाई वो ऐसा इसमें बताता है क्या कि नथिंग टू कमिट एंड ट्री इज क्लीन
Right. So if let's say Ashlesha doesn't because I have given some comment here also. I can give comment here also. For example, I'll say revert this file, or I will just make use of the existing tag which I have. I'll say unnecessary commit. So I'll written here, I don't want this. So what you have to do, you have to go back into a local system. Then you need to revert the changes. When I say revert the changes, because now I don't know what changes were there, right? So you can use these feature which I was just telling you. I was just telling you this, no? So show in history, right? So this is what you need, for example. So you can just multiple ways of doing it from command line as well as but simplest is you just copy this section because you want this version now, right? You want this one. This is what you need. So you'll just copy this and you will paste it here. Or you can also modify this from here. So exactly with the lines which you don't need. So you'll say these lines are not required. So you only remove these files from here. So now it looks as it is. It looks as it is, right? Now it looks as it is, and you can commit it then.
okay
So change will be there, it will commit it. So this way it will be reverted. Okay. Okay. Now, okay, let me go back to Rutushri. I don't know if I have reviewed this.
Sir, someone wants to join the call actually. Can you check it?
Rutushri, it's Rutushri only. Okay. Okay, hey Ritushri, welcome. We were actually reviewing your PR only. Anyway, so the same mistake here. So runtime UI, the same mistake happened here. So this has to be reverted the same manner. So you have to go back there to your this file, runner file, and the runner file you will go here, and here you will do a right click, and you will compare it. Team show history. You'll go here, compare it, and it will tell you the difference. Whatever difference is present in as a in the server, you will just bring it back here. So it was here, it was written 4. So that 2 difference it's telling me. One difference is this, one difference is this. So I will revert it. I'll say true, and I will say 008. By the way, there is some buttons also which kind of suggest that I want to make these changes. Is it? Yeah. So if you just click this button, it will just imitate exactly what you need to make changes here. So it will just whatever was here, it just copied everything here. It reverted the changes. So this button is what is required for you to revert the files. Once it is there, then it will show you as it as a change and you will commit it. Okay. So this is a very common mistake which almost everyone has made except Poonam. So that's why I was happy about what she committed. She did not commit any random file. Then next is let me see. Right, so there are a few blank methods. Of course, this is work in progress, so I'll not comment there. Right, now let's talk about the better way of writing it, because if you remember, I sent this link to the group, Writing Better Gherkin. I hope everyone read this. Everyone read this or not?
No, sir. Nothing.
Yeah. So what you understand from this is, or what I take it from here is that your scenarios which you have should be very elaborate in the sense that it shouldn't be very confusing for the reader. You shouldn't be putting in lot of details, lot of unnecessary details which can be avoided. So this actually has a business meaning. The scenario which you're writing has to make sense to business person. Now you shouldn't be writing unnecessary details on it, that is, I click on something, when I do this, when I click on that, when I enter text. Instead of that, if we could combine it and create a business keyword for it, a business line for it, which makes more sense. For example, uh, searching, right? So when I say searching is 3 or 4 step process, which is I enter text into the box, then I click on the magnifying glass button, then the search results is displayed, right? Or instead of this, I can only write when I search for a product, which is plain thing, and the logic behind it can be written under it. So I written I search for product as Dell. If you notice, I'm not writing anything which is saying I enter text and I click on a button. So those two-step process I have merged inside a single business keyword or business statement. I search for a product. Getting it? So this is how you need to do. This is now how you should be writing your, I should say, your step definition or steps basically in Gherkin. Secondly, you need to, and you know, I in this, if you have read this, if you read this, there is a, I'm not sure if it is there, but there's a distinction between how and what. So the bet, see, it's there. What, not how. Okay. So you need to focus on what part, what that step is supposed to be doing, not how you're going to do it. So when I say search for a product, it is, all I'm telling is what I search for a product, right? Now I'm not writing here how I am searching it. So how part comes in the way. For example, I enter text and I click on a button. That is how part. That is how I am searching it. But that how part you don't need to put it here. You are only supposed to be putting the what part here. That is, I search for a product. Now you can doubt, or you can say, sir, you have written here like this. I click on hamburger menu because I write here, I am doing this, right? You can understand it as a demonstration. This in itself can be simplified. Getting it? This can be simplified. How I can be simplify, how I can simplify it? For example, I can replace it with something like this. So when I click on hamburger menu, I click on category as this and click on category as this. I can create a statement. I will say when I or when I search for product with hamburger menu having category as mobile computers and subcategory as power banks. Okay, so as soon as I do this, I have actually combined these three how part of how I'm doing it into a what part. So this is what. Okay, I search for a product with hamburger menu and having category as this. I'm clicking on this, I'm clicking on that, this is not required, but the bifurcation has to be there. So I'll now tell you how will I use this, how will I combine the actions of these steps into this step in step definition. So let me just show you that so that you can understand how you're going to do this when you actually create your step definition. So I'll go here. Where are my these three steps? This is my step, this is my step, this is my step, right? So let's see how I'm doing it. What I'll do, I'll create a when, and I will put a these lines here. So I'll write here string, and I will also create a string here because these are the two variables I would need in my method. Then I'll go down and I will write here public void, and I search for product. I search for product via hamburger menu. Here I will say string category, string subcategory, category, and this is subcategory. Okay. Now what I'll do is I will call these methods here. I can, by the way, it's not something that this has to be called from outside. I can, this is a method I can call it from here as well, you know. So I can do this. I will combine, I have combined the how part, and I will pass here the category, and I will call this method. I don't know how many of you knew this, but this is an important concept that you can call these methods from here, subcategory, and that is it. So now what I'll do, I will not be needing these steps here. Okay, so this one single line has reduced my scenario. If I go and remove these now, for example, my scenario looks clean and simple. Okay, so see now, oh sorry, I should be, where is my feature file, search, right. So now my scenario looks cleaner. It doesn't contain the what part, it's reduced in size. Okay, this is the mistake I was trying to highlight in the few of your PRs, because you guys have written too many steps. So right now there are 3, and I have seen people have written 6 steps, 10 steps. So you don't have to mention the what part in the feature. Feature file is supposed to be simple, easy to understand for anyone, and easy to read, and should be quick to read, right? So I click on this, I click on, maybe business is not very fond of how you're doing it. He just want to understand what you are doing. So what part is more important for a Gherkin format? How part is not important. How part is how you manage the code behind it. So if I now go inside this, I get to see this step. But it's always good, you know, to bifurcate your method like this. So if, let's say, someone, if he wishes to call this specific method for something, he can also call this there. Okay, and I am actually making use of this here. So the existing steps can be merged like this. So existing step method which you have can be merged into one like this, and then it could be assigned a keyword like this, and this could be called from outside like this. Getting it? Any questions on this so far? No questions?
Sir, it's just a logic key. We can call the non-static method into another non-static method.
Right. So it's not static method, by the way. So it's not, there's no static thing. It's just combining, making things reusable basically. So I'm just
No, in
these,
step definition non-static है ना वो सब, तो non-static को non-static में directly call कर सकते हैं, और it's a Java concept. We can use it.
right, but where the concept of static comes here, that's what I'm not getting. Static तो we are not using anywhere, right?
Non-static बोल रहा हूँ. I'm
Non-static,
saying
yes,
non-static.
non-static, yes. So these methods you can just call it. This acts as a wrapper. Okay, so this acts as a wrapper on top of these files. These kind of wrappers you can create. Okay, this is what all I was trying to talk about. Anyway, guys, it's the meeting going to end very soon. I'm going to send a new link. Just join that. Okay, we'll cover other things as well. There are a few more things I wanted to talk about. Thanks.